Hey folks, tonight we're diving into the thrilling world of liability. Now, before you reach for the remote, hear me out. Liability is a fancy word for responsibility. It's about owing someone something, usually because you messed up, even if it was an accident. Think of it like this: you bump into someone's car, you're liable for the damage. It's basic cause and effect, but with lawyers and potentially a lot of money involved. Now, liability isn't just about fender benders. It pops up everywhere, from a spilled latte at your local coffee shop to a nasty fall on an icy sidewalk. It affects everyone, from individuals to giant corporations. And trust me, it's way more common than you think. So why should you care? Because understanding liability can save you a whole heap of trouble, not to mention a mountain of cash. We're talking lawsuits, settlements, the whole shebang. Nobody wants to deal with that, right? That's why we're here to break down this legal mumbo-jumbo into bite-sized pieces, even if it means enduring my questionable metaphors. Stick around, folks. It's about to get real. Let's talk real-life liability, the kind you might encounter just by going about your day. Imagine this: you're walking your dog, the same dog who thinks every fire hydrant is his personal bathroom. You get distracted, he lunges, and bam! He takes down an elderly neighbor. Guess what? You're on the hook for their medical bills, maybe even their emotional distress. Ouch! And it's not just pet owners. Let's say you own a small business. A customer slips on a wet floor in your shop and breaks their wrist. They sue, and suddenly, you're facing legal fees, medical expenses, and a whole lot of stress. Or maybe you're a doctor, a contractor, a yoga instructor. Any profession where you interact with people or their property carries some level of liability. But wait, there's more. Even online, you're not off the hook. Post a defamatory comment about someone on social media? That's potential liability. Share copyrighted material without permission? Yep, you guessed it, liability rears its ugly head again. The point is, liability is everywhere. It's like that annoying song you can't get out of your head, except instead of catchy lyrics, it's legal jargon and potential financial ruin. But don't panic just yet. There are ways to protect yourself from the liability boogeyman. Stay tuned. Alright folks, let's talk turkey. Why should you care about liability? In a nutshell, because it can cost you a boatload of money. We're talking potential bankruptcy levels of expensive. Remember that dog bite we talked about earlier? A single dog bite claim can set you back tens of thousands of dollars in medical bills, legal fees, and potential settlements. And if your furry friend has a taste for ankles and a history of biting, you could be looking at even higher costs. Businesses aren't immune either. A lawsuit can cripple a small business, especially if they don't have adequate insurance. We're talking lost revenue, legal battles, and potentially having to shut down shop. And don't even get me started on the reputational damage. Word gets around, and nobody wants to be known as the slippery floor coffee shop. Now, I'm not trying to scare you, but a little dose of reality can be a good thing. Understanding the potential financial fallout of liability can motivate you to take steps to protect yourself. Think of it like wearing a raincoat when it's pouring outside. Sure, you could risk it, but why chance getting soaked and catching a cold? The same goes for liability. It's always better to be prepared than caught with your pants down, metaphorically speaking, of course. So how do you navigate this minefield of potential lawsuits and financial ruin? Don't worry, folks, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Here are a few simple tips to help you minimize your liability risk and sleep a little sounder at night. First and foremost, get insurance. I know, insurance is about as exciting as watching paint dry, but trust me, it's worth it. Whether you're a homeowner, a renter, a business owner, or just a human being existing in the world, having adequate insurance coverage is crucial. It's your safety net, your financial guardian angel, well, you get the picture. Next up, be proactive. Don't wait for an accident to happen before you start thinking about liability. If you own a business, make sure you have clear safety procedures in place. Regularly inspect your property for potential hazards, and for goodness sake, put up a wet floor sign if you spill something. Finally, use common sense. Don't leave your belongings unattended in public places. Be mindful of your surroundings. And if you're ever unsure about something, err on the side of caution. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, especially when it comes to liability. So there you have it, folks. Liability may be an unavoidable part of life, but it doesn't have to control your life. By understanding the risks and taking simple steps to protect yourself, you can navigate the world with a little more confidence and a lot less worry. And that, my friends, is something worth fighting for. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a sudden urge to go buy some insurance.